long. Let me show you what we had cooking in the Nexus yesterday, okay? This is what you get all the time. You get these updates many times per day, and you get video updates, 2-minute clips, 3-minute clips, 5-minute clips, educational videos, etc. Yesterday, we were at 87.4, and we were coming into a potential long zone, and the way that it was looking wasn't looking good, so I was telling everybody, hey, it looks like we're probably going to come down to this box here. Let's see.
Bounce up. It could bounce. I'm not saying that it's not going to bounce, but it looks like it wants down before it wants up.
What did I say? Looks like it wants down before it wants up. That was at 87.4. And what ended up happening? We came to, hold on. This is the same range. This is the same box, the lower one that I had drawn out for the Nexus. It came down to here. And then what did I do next?
Hey, brain.
Actually, what did I do earlier? What did I do earlier? Where's my drawing? Where are my drawings? Where are my drawings? Come on, Geo. You're making yourself look bad. Right there, okay? This is what you get in the Nexus all the time. Now, let me just say this. This video, it was Asia. It was nighttime. I was going to sleep. Look, my time, it was 11:30. I was going to sleep. I built my case based on structure. I built my case based on where we're potentially pumping. You can see my levels. These levels, when I have a position like this and I got this M up here, it's the same idea. Potentially taking it down to 82K. These levels, the W here, the W here, are taking it to the high, as you can see based on this position, and then as high up as it will let you, which I illustrate in this video. Guys, this is how I trade. I have my levels. When I see my confirmations in the levels, then I take the trades. I don't know if I'm going to see confirmations, but what I will tell you is that there was another W here that I didn't take, or like there was an idea along here and I didn't take it. And this is what I do. I update you guys. And I'm like, I don't like the way this is looking based on market cipher, based on market structure, based on CVD divergences, whatever. And that's why I said, I think it's going to come lower here. And it ended up coming into this box. Did I know if it was going to bounce from here or from here? Absolutely not. But I can help build a case and help build a bias as to whether or not it's going to hold. Why did I think that this one would hold more than this one? Because we had, first of all, what was our structure? Okay. This was your macro structure. You had high, you had low, you had high SFP, you took the low, and then you didn't touch this SFP. Okay, you didn't touch this SFP. Now, when you came and you took this low, you didn't actually close. If we come on the 1 hour time frame, and I very much so illustrated this to the Nexus yesterday, okay? We started wicking all over the place. I said we need to start closing below here. We never closed, and because we got all these wicks, my new level to close below was this guy right here, okay? So based on that, structure was still pointing up. When we put in these equal highs yesterday, what did we leave? Liquidity to the upside, which is why all of the long positions, we were saying, all right, we're going to come and tackle the longs. Did I know whether or not this level was going to hold? This one here, this one I thought was already not going to work because we got a shitty reaction coming out of it. It was kind of laggy. It wasn't looking good. This one, on the other hand, when we were here and I was saying, oh, it looks like we're going to probably come down. Why? How can you build your case as to how it goes down? This is the $1 million trade number 2, guys. I can trade in both directions. Anybody that says I only short, you're stupid. Look, we had 1, we had a 2, we had a 3-tap accumulation, which was a creation of all of these SFPs. We already know that structure was pointing up. Okay, so model to accumulation, reaccumulation rather. Structure was pointing up. We had these equal highs to come and tackle. And then we came into this zone, okay? When we were in this zone, which we could have bounced from, I said, I don't like the way that it's looking. I think we're going to come lower. Then we came lower, and then I left the Nexus because it was nighttime, okay? I said, look, if you see a 5-minute plus confirmation, I don't know if I said 3 or 5, 3 to 5 probably. 3 to 5 minute market structure flip, you can enter there. There was an entry here, but it happened to me in the wait, what time is it here? Where are we? When we got down here, it was like I was still sleeping, okay? I was sleeping when this happened, so I didn't get this entry because I was sleeping. This is not the right time zone. What time is it right now? Why is this not my time? Where's... the time. I am not in Prague! Where's my... Hello? Toronto. Okay, shouts out to T-Dot. Okay, look. This happened at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. for me, so I didn't get in. Now, guys, every single night, I'm awake at 4 a.m. updating the Nexus, I swear. Last night was the only night, the only night that I didn't actually wake up, so I didn't see it. But anyways, nonetheless, We had the confirmation here. I had this W drawn out. I had this W drawn out. Guys, it is all probabilities, okay? It is all probabilities. I can't tell you if it's going to bounce from here, and I can't tell you if it's going to bounce from here. I don't know. But what I know is this is what I'm looking for in this area. And then if you get it, you can take the trade. So this, if you knew how to enter, if you entered you could like there are many ways to enter, which I teach, but you could have entered potentially right here with your stop below this low and taking it up to the high. That alone would have given you a 4 risk to reward trade. And if you held it up to where we are now, that is a 8 risk to reward that you would have had in one trade, one day. You just made 8% of your account. By the way, I did not suggest to take 100% of your capital trades. I only suggest to take 1%. I was saying if I had a gun to my head, if someone put a gun to my head and said you have to put your whole account, this was the trade that I would have taken, okay? Now, this one, I have to say, full disclosure, I did not get into this long, and I'll tell you exactly why I did not get into this long. Because by the time we flipped that 5-minute structure, man, we are so high up right now, and the moves are so volatile that for me to have entered, I was sleeping, first of all. By the time I woke up, it was like 7:30, 7:45. We were way up here. For me to be confident with my long, you could have put the stop here, but you also, like, realistically, you should have put the stop below 86.2. So I would have had a, let's say, $1,500 stop loss, and I was not comfortable with that. Why? And I'll tell you exactly why. Full disclosure, the speed and the reaction coming out of this zone on first glimpse when I woke up didn't look good. Like, we broke the 5, then we kind of started ranging, then we broke up, we started ranging. Like, it just didn't look great to pop off, okay? So I made the decision, you know what? I don't think I want to enter because I don't think that I don't think necessarily that it won't come back. You know, was I expecting it to pop off today? Absolutely not. Did I know that it was possible? Absolutely. Right? I just didn't like the reaction coming out of it, and I didn't want to take the risk. Market Cipher was also looking a little bit sketch, and we had a little bit of chop overnight. I just didn't like the way that it looked, so I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get in on this one. But it ended up working out, and that's exactly how we trade. That's exactly how I trade. Did I have a level below this low to potentially SFP this low? Absolutely. I was looking right here as well. If we came down and we SFP'd that, you better believe that I would have absolutely looked for a long had I been awake. And here I was looking for longs had I been awake. And that's exactly what I told the Nexus. And I usually have a better idea as to where it's going. Like when it was here and I was like, I think we're coming down a little bit. Watch for this one. Watch for this one. And then when you come up here, watch for this. Let me tell you this. Right here, we're up now. We're breaking out of this range. This is undeniable. We're up 3% since the high of the range. If we got what we got here, okay, if this looked like this, I would have shorted it. This is how I trade. I have a plan. If it looks like this, I take it. If it doesn't look like this, I don't take it. If I win the trade, great. If I lose the trade, I go back and I get good at losing, so I know what I did wrong. Let's just say I longed here, okay, and I put my stop loss here. Wonderful. Or actually, how about this? I'm going to make it even more internal so that the perma bulls don't cry. Let's just say I decided to long this break, okay, which was a valid. You could long from anywhere, guys. You can, if you know what to look for, you can get in from anywhere. So let's just say you got in from this break. Beautiful. And then you put your stop loss below this low, which was kind of valid. Your job, your due diligence is to understand where, first of all, every trade begins with where your invalidation is. But second of all, where could they take you out? What could happen if you did that? Well, I'll tell you this. Number one, you have this. If they don't come back for that, which they never did, great. Number two, you have this. Let's just assume they wanted to keep this demand chain intact and they wanted to come here. You can't take this break and put your stop loss here. You can put your stop loss above this box, but you cannot put your stop loss here because they're allowed to come back for this. So your stop loss needs to minimum be that. But let's just say I did do this and I didn't get lucky with it. Well, I would be like, what the hell? Why? We had a 5-minute break. Why did we come back for it? And this is your answer. This is why they came. This order block is why they came back. Potentially. Again, I can't tell you what's going to happen no more than you can tell me what's going to happen. Nobody can say that they knew we were going to be at 93K today. Nobody. And if they do, they lied to you cold in the face. Or they got lucky. It's easy holding, right? And saying, oh, we're going higher. They've been saying that for 8 months and we haven't been going higher, right? Prior to this move up now. This is how I trade. This is how I scalp. This right here is not a $1 million trade, which is why I did not take it. Could this have been? Absolutely, it could have been. Had I have been awake for it, yeah, I would have been in this trade. But this just goes to show you that no matter where you are, you can long and short. This goes to show you that when I made my video on how do I trade in all-time highs, this is what I do, guys. I just find the range, you know? Oh, buddy's shorting in an aggressive uptrend. Ha ha ha, he's chasing the shorts. Am I? Because I took one short here. That's it. And I would have had this long had I been awake for it. So there was one short and one long in this range. And I got 50% of the trades. And I milked $1,000 overnight. Right? Guys, it is easy to just do this. Look, this is easy. Oh, let me just long here. It looks like it's going to go up. Let me just long here, put my stop loss way down here and target 100K. Like, that's easy, guys. That's easy. That's not how I trade. This is how I trade. Okay? And so, you know, just like I respect the way that others trade, and my way of trading is not for everybody, but just like I respect the way others trade, you guys gotta start respecting the way that I trade. Because me getting hate for this short, and I don't care, whatever, but I hit the trade. I literally don't care. I know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm watching. Okay? That would have been a beautiful 7 risk to reward. Potentially. You know, once you know where price is going, the game just becomes get the best risk to reward. Why could we have come up easily? Look. That's another reason why I was a little bit skeptical about this. Because after this break, this was easy to come and tackle, and they didn't come tackle it right away. They started kind of shitty consolidating, and then a shitty break, and then I was thinking, all right, when I woke up, I'm like, if they come back here, ooh, baby, that's going to be my long. And they didn't give it to me. And that's okay. That's okay. That's what I'm telling you. You're not going to get every trade. I'm only taking the $1 million setups. Am I shorting here right now? No way. Am I going to look for a long? Maybe now we come back for this. Ooh, wouldn't that be interesting? What if we do this? What if we go, boom, and then I do get my $1 million trade? I'll tell you this wouldn't be the first time something like that happened. If you like the content, consider subscribing. Hit the like button. And if you love the content, consider joining the Nexus so that you can get my real-time updates many times per day. And quick little mini lesson on how to obtain targets. Come join us. We would love to have you.
By the way, if you guys like this kind of content, let me know if you want me to do more trade recap videos like this. I think this is the content that I enjoy doing, as opposed to where I think things are going to go. You know, I also trade futures, so I'm going to start covering ES and NQ. And I told you guys that there's going to be a pivot to the channel, and it's more trading related. So let me know if you guys like this type of content where we can go over the trades that we've taken. And I think that's more in my realm anyways. You know, I don't really care where price is. I'll trade it no matter what the numbers on the right side are. So let me know what you guys think.